Dubby Energy has declared war on Big Energy, who probably support ISIS. If you want an energy drink with no maltodextrin, no artificial colours, and no kickbacks that fund insurrections in the Middle East, then look no further. So head on over to dubby.gg and use the promo code 1001songs, that's the number 1001, for 10% off price of purchase. And remember, kids, if it's not Dubby, it's ISIS.
طويلة من الجهاد والصبر.
You ever heard a song that you thought was really shit? A song that makes you wonder how did that become a hit? Sometimes you need to hear a discussion about that in regular podcast format. Well, there's a lot of bad songs that we're gonna attack. 1001 steaming piles of crap. I'm telling you the truth, you know that we don't lie. Here's 1001 songs that make you wanna die. Oh, and now here's your hosts, Gavin, Bevo, my dog, and Chipsy.
This is 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, the podcast where we talk about songs so bad it makes you want to hunt down a couple of British backpackers in the outback.
I want to do that all the time.
What do you want to do with them?
Hunt them for sport.
Yeah, let them release them into the bush, then
Yeah.
track them.
Pick them up around Bondi or somewhere, drive a good 7 hours west.
Or you could just go to Belangolo.
Yeah, not deserty enough.
Oh, you want desert?
I
Okay.
want, an unfair advantage for me. Not a lot of places to hide.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not a thing I'm into, so I just want to know more about it, is all.
I just, it's just in the reading I've done.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the
Speak-
Brits are easy to track as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And speaking of murdering people in the outback, we are doing Boys from the Bush by Lee Kernaghan.
We're the boys from the bush and we're back in town. Well, the dog's in the back and the foot goes down. We're life members of the Outback Club. We're the boys from the bush come in from the scrub. We've been out in the heat.
Okay, stop it, please.
We've been loading the trucks. Being out in the heat.
It's hot in here.
Taking off our clothes.
Being shearing
I'm
sheep.
getting so hot, gonna take off my clothes.
Been loading the trucks.
Feeding the birds with a big seed bell.
Feeding the galahs.
Yeah.
Been pulling my dick.
Trusty Beveridge is here.
I am.
He is Mad Dog's here.
Woof, woof.
Who let him out? And Dan Southern is here.
The prodigal son returns.
Like that, bounding over.
It's my barking dogman impersonation.
That's great.
Dog
Gavin,
person.
Gavin's not here with us. He's hit the big time, and he invented something that's made him filthy rich, and he thinks he's too good to talk to us every week. So I was trying to figure out what he actually invented, and I found the article just here. He invented the motorized ice cream cone.
What? No. Say more.
Yeah. It's a battery-powered cone that rotates your ice cream so you don't have to turn it yourself while licking.
Oh, imagine
Yeah,
the
I
time
hate that.
saved.
They say the best inventions are the ones that fix a problem, and that's
Yeah.
a problem for
That's
me.
a
Necessity
problem.
is the mother of
Yeah.
invention, as they say.
Look at all these chumps turning the
Can
cone
I
with their
just,
wrist.
Can I just have the podcast floor for a second? I just found a toy that I want to just put on the pod real quick.
Great.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was shit. Sorry.
And just for everyone listening at home, there's no toy. It's just Beveridge going.
It's his Daft Punk impersonation.
I'm
Yeah.
podcasting at you live from my son's room. Ready?
There you go.
Well,
All right. This was a request.
from some boys from the bush to the others.
Yeah, so basically normally they come through in a pretty polite way, like, hi, love it, been listening to the podcast for years. I think this would be a great song for you to do.
Dochi.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, but I really do appreciate how this request came through, which was, I wouldn't even call it a sentence. It just said, "Do Boys from the Bush by Lee Kernaghan, you weak gutted dog cunts."
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That's actually why I came on the pod, because I'm like, well, I'm a weak gutted dog cunt. So.
Yeah. So I said we'd better get Southern.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
good.
wanted a weak dog.
He's the biggest weak-gutted dog
Weakest
person
of gutted
we know.
dogs.
So here we are, Lee Kernaghan, Boys from the Bush. Verse 1. We've been shearing sheep. We've been mustering stock. We've been culling our roos. We've been spraying the crops. We've been droving cattle up an old stock route. Now it's Saturday night. We pile in the ute.
All right, they've got one car.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a
I
lot
mean-
of us here.
Pile.
Let's all get into one car.
They probably have lots of horses.
Yeah.
Like, they spend all their money on horses. Yeah.
For those American listeners, culling roos means killing
Yeah, it
kangaroos.
means a literal slaughter of kangaroos.
Yeah.
Like, and a cull isn't like 3.
Yeah.
It's 300.
Yeah, that's a mass murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been
Too many of them.
We've been mass murdering kangaroos.
Yeah, they breed like fucking roos. There's
Well,
too
yeah.
many of them.
They do a huge cull every year in Canberra. I know that. It's like fucking insane the amount they kill.
When Gavin got married, before Gavin got married, there was a bucks night, and it was out in the Kangaroo Valley,
Oh yeah.
which is aptly named. And the morning after the night before, we all just started following kangaroos around. And there were thousands of them. I swear to God, they were just like, you'd turn a corner and there'd just be like fucking thousands of kangaroos. And it was like, we might just turn back.
I was down in Jervis Bay the other morning, and I was driving the van up this long driveway to a property, and these kangaroos were just lying out on the road, like on the driveway, just lying there. And I'm like, driving up. I'm like, they're not moving. I'm like, slow down to a complete stop. To like 3 of them that were just laying on the
Get out of the
driveway.
way.
I'm like, am I gonna have to get out and fucking choke a kangaroo? Like what? What the fuck? I almost had to bump them with the car to get them to fucking move. Yeah, piece of shit, fucking things. Yeah.
There's nothing else funny about this. It's all just things that farmers do.
Yeah. Shearing sheep, mustering stock.
Spraying crops.
Yeah,
Is stock now? I don't know farming terms, but is stock?
I think
like-
that's that stuff you put, like you add to ingredients, like a meat stock.
Yeah, if you want to make a gravy or like a soup of some sort.
They
Chicken
must.
stock.
They got to
vegetable
muster
stock.
that up.
Yeah, mustard.
So that's farm made, is it?
Yeah, they do that on farms. That's how they make that stuff. Yeah.
So that
Chicken
powdered,
stock.
like Ajax powdered stock, is like
Yeah.
that comes from a farm.
Farms, yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen Farmer Wants a Wife?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
that's the
haven't.
stock farmers.
What's that about?
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I actually did watch a few episodes of the last season, and one of them just fucking sent everyone home. Like one of the farmers was just like, "All you bitches need to get out of my house."
It's really funny when something's very obvious what it is by the title and going, what's that about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't want one.
Yeah, it's like, what's that show about the farmer that wants a wife?
What happens to that one?
Dancing with the Stars.
Well, that's
What's
a
that
bit
show
more
where the
vague.
stars dance?
That could be interpreted two ways.
Star Wars.
What's that one with it? What's that movie where they got like they're having wars in the stars?
Yeah. Yeah. Is stock like so? Stock is a
Cattle.
cow.
Cattle,
cows.
yeah.
But then he says he's driven cattle up the old stock route.
Could stock.
Wait,
stock
so
be
what's the stock?
And
He's driving stock up the stock route.
Wait a minute.
Are
What is stock?
yeah, what is stock?
That's two different uses. Like,
yeah, you can't say cattle and stock.
Let me look it up.
It's
animals.
I'm
mastering
actually reading a book at
stock.
the moment about.
Driving cattle up the old stock route.
I'm reading a book at the moment about fucking the someone that works on a big fucking property.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
Shearing sheep. And
It's
shit.
actually just one chapter where he drove some stock up the west coast of Australia for 3 months.
Yeah.
Gets lost. Farming stock means all agricultural commodities, whether future growing or severed from the land.
So he could be mustering fucking like
Goats.
goats. Yeah, snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bilbies.
Pigs.
Wheat.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right.
It's
We're
all
learning,
fucking
we're learning.
Aussie shit.
Either way, it's fucking Australian.
Yeah, that's right.
I tell you what. I tell you where they don't shear sheep or muster stock or cull roos or spray cops.
Tell you what, we are mustering content from this verse.
The Ukraine.
Yeah, what, they don't do that there?
Nah,
Okay, what do they do there?
they have utes.
Well, they're all okay. So they're all piling in this ute, and then what happens when they go?
All right,
around?
they're piling. They're in the ute. They're in the ute.
I think you know.
It's like a clown. It's like a clown car situation.
Yeah, it's like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 16 guys have just piled into a 2-door fucking ute. Yeah, they're all like, I
Surely-
want to be inside it.
I imagine they're all sitting in the tray and just like fucking thrashed around. In the...
How? Yeah.
The
If you can
one dude
imagine-
driving's just doing fishies on every turn.
You can imagine that they're all in party mode. Like, let's go into the town, and then they're all piling, and then they're all touching, and some of them like are a bit uncomfortable with how much they're being touched by another man, and they're just like, party has ended. For that
Heaps
person.
awkward. Heaps. There's no stereo, so it's just
Yeah.
it's just the tires thumping on the fucking gravel
Yeah.
road.
There's mozzies and shit because they're in the tray, like in the back of the tray, and they're just reinforcing the fact that they're going to town to party, but it's all quiet.
Yeah. God, the fucking lads are on. Let's go. Yeah.
5 minutes later, they're like, "Yeah, the lads are definitely on.
Nah,
we
it's,
are
it's
going
not safe to
town."
do anything above 60 down this road.
Yeah.
It's like a 45-minute drive.
Whose leg is that? Oh, that's
45
mine.
minutes is it's a time that you'd go, we could sit in the back of a ute, but it's still so long that
a
it
long
would be
fucking
heaps uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Can you move your hand?" I can't actually move it. It's like, okay, it was just touching me on my thigh. It's like, you're right. If I could move it, I would. Like, it's like Steve's sitting on my hand. I can't move it.
I can't move it. I can't move it. And then it finally pulls up in a real safe manner. He reverses it. He reverse parks it as well. And then it's just like, we're the boys from the bush and we're back in town.
We're back on.
We're back on here. We're the boys chorus. We're the boys from the bush and we're back in town. While the dog's in the back and the foot goes down. He's calling all his mates dogs.
Fucking dogs.
Fucking dog cunts. You go in the back.
Dog person.
Yeah. We're life members of the Outback Club. Where the boys from the bush come in from the scrub.
Wait, you think he's talking about like all the dudes? He's referring to them as dogs. Like,
Yeah.
do you think that they actually just maybe they just brought the dogs?
What, with all the people?
Yeah, they're like, because they're like, yeah, let's go, and then like the cattle dogs jump in, they're like, come on, and then halfway down the road, they're like, we really shouldn't have brought the dogs. There's so many people in this
in the
trade.
pub.
The dogs.
There's so many people in this ute.
They're going to the RSL, and there's a strict no dogs policy.
They're like, get up back on the ute, dog.
Yeah.
They're bringing a water dish.
just sits there for the next 6 hours while they get pissed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when
Who's the Dezo in that situation?
Yeah, no one. It's the bush.
no one
the
to hit out in
dog?
the bush.
Yeah.
The dog's in the back and the foot goes down implies that he's like kicking the dog.
Yeah. it does sound like that.
He's stepping on the dog's throat.
It's just like the dogs in the back. It's like they're wild. It's just like
a dingo.
That's a fucking dingo. Oh, look at your dog. That's dingo. It's gonna rip your fucking throat out.
Just replace the word foot with boot. It's very, very different.
The boot.
And he's just fucking crushing a dingo's like larynx with his boot. Like,
Larynx.
oh, Jesus, that was. I was not expecting to do that on the way to the pub tonight.
When there's dogs out the back, the foot goes down because that dog is a wild dingo. You need to put your foot down on its throat.
On its throat. It'll kill you and everyone you love.
You need to subdue that dog.
Subdue.
Yeah, mind your baby.
Have you signed up to our Patreon yet? It grants you early access to each episode, exclusive bonus episodes weekly, the ability to private message the hosts all of your filthy desires, and it's only $4 a month. So come and join us on Patreon for a whole bunch of fun. Once you join, you might never leave.
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking monsters of the bush.
They are. We're the monsters from the bush and we're killing dogs.
Like come in from the scrub. No, scrub's another word for bush, but it also means like washing yourself vigorously.
Scrub.
Yeah,
You gotta get all the blood and guts from the dog off you.
The roo culling.
Yeah, the roo culling. I like the idea that they don't shoot them either. They take them on hand to hand. They're just, we're going at roo culling today, boys.
Just throttling them. Choking them out.
Yeah.
We're choking out dogs.
We're the boys in the bush. We're choking out dogs.
Choking them out.
I love that we always figure out the real meaning. Like
Subtext.
there's always a sinister meaning behind every song, but this is up there.
This is up there. Yeah. I mean, animal cruelty is the worst type, isn't it?
It's the worst. Yeah, so cruel.
Yeah. Verse 2. We've been out in the heat. This is a fucking. I didn't realize we were doing a heat related episode. Yeah. Verse 2. It's heat month on the podcast.
Welcome back to Heat Month.
Temperature by Sean Paul this week.
First up, we've got Hot in Here by Nelly. And we've got Boys from the Bush by Lee Kernaghan. You're probably wondering how that one's related to heat, but you'll find out. Next week, stay tuned. We've got Hot coming up.
Hot Stuff by, what's her name?
Fuck me.
Hot Action Cop is the fourth one.
Hot Action Cop. Okay, we've been out in the heat. We've been loading the trucks. We've been fixing fences. We've been choking on dust. we curse the rain. We curse the drought. Now it's Saturday night, and we're all in the shout.
What does any of that mean? You either curse the rain or curse the drought. Don't if it's fucking pissing down all the time, I can understand. It's like it's like fucking Forrest Gump. It's like, God damn you! You'd get pissed off it rained that much.
Yeah. Do you remember a long time ago we spoke about that McCain ad where they're eating corn on the roof and the guy thinks
Marge, the rains are here.
He thinks the drought's broken and then it's just these fucking ungrateful grandkids eating juicy corn.
Yeah.
Out the top window.
How weird were they eating it too? Like
He thought his problems were solved.
Like, it's been 3 years of severe drought. He's got the last bit of grain to feed his pony to take into town.
I don't know how they're alive.
Yeah, it was barren.
When you see the shot of the wide shot from their house, there is nothing.
Nothing growing there.
It's
Like-
a desolate wasteland.
If they were like, I'm
Lion
going to
King
go
when
into
Scar
town and
takes
get
over.
supplies, like there's nothing. There's a desolate wasteland. You're right. Yeah, and it's harsh sun.
Yeah.
And all he's doing all day is waiting. For
He
rain.
sits. He can no longer like mend the crops, tend to anything on
There's
the
nothing
farm.
to tend to.
No livestock lives. No plant. No greenery exists. And yet somehow his wife has brought home the juiciest of corn.
I think that's the only moisture in the entire house. Somehow.
Yeah, and I think we did talk about how it definitely ended in a murder-suicide.
It did. He went, Marge, the rains are here. And he goes, oh, McCain, you've done it again. But without that voiceover, it's, Marge, the rains are here. She's like, no, they're not. She's like, no, it's just the kids on the roof. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about, woman? It's just like, the kids are on the roof eating corn. He's like, corn? Right. He's like, right. Get in here, kids!
Drops 2 shells into the fucking the opened up shoddy over his arm.
Yeah, and he gets on the top of the stairs, and they look at him, and they're like, "It's yummy, Granddad.
Yeah, it's so juicy.
Look at the juice sprinkling on the roof." And he's like,
He takes him out in one shell.
"Oh man, that's a sinister out of that one." If you're not from Australia, you have no idea what we're talking about. Just look up McCain corn roof.
Yeah,
You'll find
McCain's
I'd
corn.
probably just
ad.
the rains are here.
I'm just going to
Look
check
up
the
the rains
rain
are
there.
here.
Yeah.
Corn ad.
Fuck me. Yeah. So choking on dust is just, I'm just hacking up phlegm all at the pub.
After you've choked out a dingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've like locked the brakes on at they've been flogging it down the dirt road. They've locked the brakes on, and then they're getting out of the car.
Yeah, it's just like
we're the boys in the
it's fucking drought.
Yeah.
I like
this
that also, they're all in the shout, so like, are they all paying for their own drinks?
Yeah,
I guess
everyone.
so.
It's a
Might be
pay
out.
for
No,
your
it's
own.
fine.
Yeah. It's just all right, fella. Look, when we get there, everyone just buy their own drinks. I'm not getting caught up in this shout. Fucking
Every
thing.
man for himself.
Yeah.
We're all in the shout, or we're not. None of us are in the shout.
No, I think that's a we need to rhyme with drought line. Like, so we just put that we're all in the shout. But
Why would you say all in the shout when you could say we're all going out? You know what I mean? Like,
so then we're all going out. Yeah, way better. Way better.
yeah, it's such a fucking
It's a
country bullshit.
Yeah,
tenuous line.
you could also say it's Saturday night and we're not going to pout.
It's Saturday night, the old man can't come out because he's got gout.
Yeah, I was going to do it. Yeah. It's Saturday night. I think I've got gout.
But I'm actually an alcoholic.
I think I've got gout.
Thinking you have gout. From a dude who's just worked on the fucking land. It's from 5 o'clock in the morning.
How good would that? How good would it be if that line was just in there? Though it's like we curse the rain and we curse the drought. It's Saturday night. I don't think I got gout. We're the boys in the bush.
Did he say he had gout? We're the boys from the bush.
Gout.
A lot of fluid retention.
Jesus.
His glazes over it.
Yeah.
Just moving right along.
He knocks another chorus out. Verse 3. Also, like, yeah, was there copyright issues in saying that the boys are back in town? Like, That's a
The
song.
boys are back in town.
That's already a song.
I've never thought of that.
That's it's Thin Lizzy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
There's
boys are back in
you
town.
can't copyright the boys being back in town.
Oh, come on, really? I don't
think-
think I can write a song about me being back in town.
Yeah.
With
I
boys.
think if,
Yeah.
what
Think
was
that
the Marvin? Was it Marvin Gaye and Robin?
Oh, yeah,
Thicke?
got-
Oh,
give it
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
sued him like he didn't use any samples. He just sued him for the vibe. He's like,
Yeah, the vibe's the same,
You've
yeah.
stolen the vibe,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's true.
See,
Like,
I'd be annoyed if I was Thin Lizzy because this
Thin
song
Lizzy, it
goes
is a
nowhere
vibe.
near as hard as the boys being back in town.
But I mean, but it's a vibe. It's a
Yeah.
vibe about the lads getting together,
Yeah,
getting on.
I don't know if Thin Lizzy are aware of this song.
Yeah. I think you
enough.
can do anything you want if you're country.
That's true. You exist in the
Well,
fucking dark
You're
web.
exempt.
You're like the
Yeah.
dark. That's the dark web of music.
but
I
they
just
specify.
I like to imagine that the boys being back in town, but they don't know what town. Like it's very novel to them, like the buildings, and like, they're actually like fully like living off the land.
Is this a brick?
But they also specify like to separate it, like where the boys are back in town, and it's like they're Lee Kernaghan's writing his song, and he's like, "We're the boys from the bush. And I'm like, we're different
Yeah.
boys."
Not the same. I don't want you to be confused as to what boys we are.
We're the scrub boys.
Yeah.
The ruined dog
Yeah.
killers.
Outback Club life members.
Yeah.
That's right.
Apparently, the album it's on is called the Outback Club.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
As if you wouldn't name your fan club that.
Oh, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Verse 3.
Oh, you'd probably call it, if you're Lee Kernaghan, your fan club could be Boys from the Bush.
Yeah.
It could be the Outback Club.
Yep.
I'd go
Could be
with
the
Outback
Dog
Club
Killers.
personally.
Dog killers.
Rude colours.
Yeah, the rude colours.
The Dust Chokers.
Dust chokers.
That's his Patreon.
The dust chokers.
That's a tribute band.
It's a really niche tribute. Like, you know how like there's like
We
the
only sing
AC/DC
dust-related
tribute band,
songs.
and they're like Akadaka, and like you know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what you're about to get as an
Yeah.
AC/DC tribute band. Like you'd have to be the most hardcore Lee Kernaghan fan to see a cover band come on. Hey, we're
Hey,
the Dust Chokers. You're like, oh fuck yeah, Lee
There's
Kernaghan.
Oak Flats Bowling Club's got the Dust Chokers on this weekend. You want to go see them? What do they do? Well, I assume they're a Lee Kernaghan tribute act.
Oak Flats Bowl.
The Dust Chokers. That's our pseudonym. Or that's our like our alter ego. If we
Yeah.
ever,
Dust chokers.
pull off a cover band.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Verse 3. We work the land through fire and flood. It's in our hearts. It
hang
run-
on.
Oh.
Let me stop you. The second chorus is different to the first chorus, and you got
Why?
to read it. You got to read second
Wait,
chorus.
does it? Okay, second chorus.
Oh, yeah,
We're
it
the
does.
boys from the bush and we're back in town. We get high when the sun goes down. We're life members of the Outback Club where the boys from the bush come in from the scrub. Oh, shit. I didn't realise they were shooting up.
Lighten
They're
up.
getting off. They're off the ute into the bathroom with the fucking needle.
Yeah, just like, they don't have a blue light at this one, fellas. Go. Oh, fuck. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
We get high when the sun goes down.
Yeah. I mean,
The second is sunset, the
sun-
needle goes in.
sunset. It is.
Oh, needle time.
Lucky we've got all these belts and straps.
They're like at 2 o'clock, one of them's like, "Well, it's sundown somewhere."
just smacking his arm, looking for a vein.
It's fucking sunset somewhere, mate.
While someone's just fucking stabbing a kangaroo to death.
Someone's stomping a dog's throat. It sure fucking is.
I was talking to a vet the other day, and in a really serious way, I asked, "When do you ever have to put cows down?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, do you have to stab them to death? And they didn't know what I was just heap straight faced about it. Like, so
Well, it's
like
funny you should
you
say
have
that.
to you have to stab them to death, right? Like, no.
They have to stab cows to release methane sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Very funny.
There was just something
video.
funny about the idea of a vet being called in to put the cow down and just
Shanking the cow.
Sorry, Bessie.
because it'd be so hard to stab to death. They're so fucking big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hard skulls too. I mean, I imagine you'd stab it in the head. But
A lot easier to throw your boot on a dog larynx.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, so they're also junkies. It's good to know. Verse 3, we work the land through fire and flood. It's in our hearts. It runs in the blood. There's the heroin.
The blood of the kangaroo.
We drink on the blood of the dead tonight, fellas. We're the boys from the bush. Okay, chorus 3. We're the boys from the bush and we're back in town. Well, we raise hell when the sun goes down. We're life members of the Outback Club, where the boys from the bush come in from the scrub. Yeah. Raising hell. They're also like got some sort of pagan rituals that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine in town, like they see the ute pull up and they're like, "Fuck, those boys from the bush are back."
Fucking
there's like
ju-
some city types just trying to have a nice, quiet, like pale
They're
ale.
staying at a B&B in town.
There's like a marketing firm exec, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to take the team out for beers on Friday. On me, we've had a big tough week." And they go out and they're like, "Oh, well, how's the bloody ROAS?" And using all their technical city jargon.
Dow
And then
Jones.
these fuckwits just show up.
Yeah.
They're fucking
Raising
high
hell.
off their heads on heroin, killing dogs, they're choking on dust.
And doing seance for some reason.
It's also funny, like, I don't know, are you guys picturing like a real country town, like a small town?
Yeah.
Imagine if it was like Sydney.
Yeah. They come into the cross.
In the ute.
In the ute. Yeah. It's taken them 7 hours.
In the tray of the ute.
Yeah.
Like,
Without talk, no
Sure.
talking the whole way, no radio.
Nah. Their fillings are fucking falling out from the vibration of the fucking car on the highway. Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm a big fan of the awkward sexual tension between them all, like constantly. Because
That's great. Yeah.
I think they're coming into town to try to get laid, but they're denying the possibility that maybe they all just want to root each other.
It's just like a Brokeback Mountain situation.
Yeah.
Your place or mine? 45 minutes away, and then you've got to ride in the back of a ute.
That's it. It's the same. There's a chorus at the end.
There's a key change in the second chorus.
There is.
Well, I can't
Is
do
that,
that.
is that in the lyrics?
I could read it slightly higher.
We're the boys from the bush.
Just the need to note it.
Yeah, it's released on the 4th of May, 1992. It's written by Lee Kernaghan and Garth Porter. Kernaghan said, "When Garth Porter and I first wrote Boys from the Bush, I had no idea it would ever be a hit. It was just a song about me and my mates, working on the land, going to the pub and tearing around in utes."
More like a ute.
Yeah, you said it was one. You all have utes now, do you?
It's one.
Yeah.
One communal ute.
Yeah. Been doing pretty well out of the farm business, have you, mate?
And let's not be let's not kid around. Farmers these days are all rich as fucking Nazis, and they'd be driving Land Rovers and shit. Like,
Are they? Is there good money in farming?
yeah,
Is there?
they get a lot of government subsidies.
All I hear
Very,
about
very
farming is
rich.
that Woolworths rejects certain tomatoes and things.
Tomato.
Farmers. Like,
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, John West rejects some tuna as well.
yeah, well, I mean, John West, like, that's a harsh critic right there.
yeah. You know, we're getting on his bad side.
Like, if my son ever says to me, "Dad, I want to get into the tuna game," I'm just going to say, "Let me tell you about John West."
Stay away from John
It's
West.
discerning. Very discerning.
Garth Porter was a member He was a keyboardist on backing vocals of pop group Sherbet.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and he was
feel like
inducted in.
Garth is one of those names. Like, there's only two Garths, really,
Yeah.
isn't there? There's Garth
Yeah.
Brooks and Garth from Wayne's World.
Oh,
Yeah.
the organist in the band was called Garth.
Brooks or Elgar?
Yeah, Garth Algar.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, he was in Sherbet, and he was inducted into the Australian Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2013. Old Garthy.
I
There you
want
go.
to know about like things like Hall of Fame. Like who decides that? And then
I
what
hope it's
is
me eventually.
They have a board. Board of
What
people
happens
that-
to you though? Because like it's like
Got to nominate someone.
like
Nuke the whales.
yeah. Yeah, like what happens to you when you get inducted? Does anything in your life change?
No.
No, you do a little TV show. I'm talking about the Rock Hall of Fame specifically.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Rock and Roll Hall
great.
of Fame. Yeah.
You get TV special and you reunite with old members that hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During July 2015, Kernaghan's music was played at an anti-Islam rallies in Australia.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
country
He wasn't.
people love that
He
shit,
wasn't
don't they?
stoked. He wasn't stoked about it personally, but it didn't stop them doing it.
Mm.
Yeah.
No.
It's produced by Garth Porter as well. And when I was listening to it, I'm like, at least it's a fucking country song. Unlike when you listen to country music now, and it just sounds like it's Nickelback.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
yeah. Yeah.
A few
It is a
things.
country song.
If we're talking about the production of this song, a few things annoyed the fuck out of me listening to it.
Go.
First of all, it sounds like country music backing track one on YouTube.
Yeah. It's 1992. This is how they made that backing track.
Yeah,
And,
that's what's cool about it though. Like that didn't exist. Like they actually wrote that.
Well, it definitely existed. It
And
just
he can't decide if he's doing an American accent or an Australian
Nah,
accent.
he's
He keeps
confused. It's
flipping.
his
I
fir-
don't like that.
God,
Yeah,
That's
it's-
annoying.
Yeah, it's his first album, and you can. It just seems like I don't know. I'm got such a massive blind spot when it comes to country music. Like I just don't know fucking
Well,
anything about Australian country music.
I have a feeling this was on an ad on TV
Yeah, okay.
for a long time because this
In the TV.
in the television.
TV.
The files are in the computer.
In the magical televisitory.
Did you, Chips? Did
Yeah.
you listen to Post Malone's country album?
Nah.
That's one of my only things that I've listened to that's country. That like
I don't
other
know,
than the
like-
odd song here and there.
I
but,
like Johnny Cash. Is Johnny Cash
fucking-
country?
I love Johnny Cash, but like I don't think that counts. That's sort of like that's like legendary music. Whether you
I've
like
done
country
gigs
or
before
not.
where people want country music, and I'll do like Willie Nelson on the road again, and then they get upset because they wanted Lee Kernaghan or
Okay.
Slim
Yeah.
Dusty.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know who they are. I don't know
think
anything.
Australian country is different to American country.
Yeah.
I reckon I listened to the Post Malone country album, and then I was like, I think I like country. I think I like country. After that album, I'm like, if this is what a lot of it's like, then. But that could just be the Post Malone version of country.
Yeah, it's probably so far from country music as you
Or the
possibly
Beyonce
get.
version of
That's what I'm
country.
trying to say.
That's like saying when the Beyonce did a country album. It's like, no, she didn't.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
She had
Yeah.
slide
You're
guitar
right,
and
yeah,
a little bit of
that's-
her songs.
Well,
Yeah, she wore a
whatever that
cowboy
is-
hat with her titties out. Like
said
what?
you were
Like that doesn't
Texas.
make it's yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, other than that.
Is video Bevo?
Yeah. All right, Dan. Here's your chance. Hit it.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me last time.
Here's
So-
the facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan B. It's a terrible song, and I know you agree.
Music video summary.
With Bevo.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bit of warning. Like, bit of warning, and maybe, like, tell me what you want me to hit, and I will hit it, but don't just put me on the spot. That's all I'm
So
trying to say.
we've only been doing this podcast for 5 years.
Yeah.
He's just back in town now, though.
It's
Straight out of the scrub.
just to reiterate from last week, Gavin is now doing the video summaries. I've retired.
Yeah.
I've run out of steam. I can't do them anymore. I'm not funny anymore. So Gavin's doing them, but
And here you are.
Well, someone else do all of the rest of it because, like, I've been doing it for 5 years.
Yeah, if you want.
I actually have dreams of hosting the pod one day. And
Oh,
like
have a crack, mate.
just
welcome.
like intentionally, not intentionally. I'm not going to say intentionally, but like
He said it though, didn't he?
it will go off the rails because I'm hosting. It will turn fucked. It will just be like, everyone, describe your dicks. That's verse 1. Go. Like, that is verse 1. Britney Spears. That's verse 1. Moving on. And they're like, haven't read any lyrics. I'm like,
Wait,
shut up.
what happened? What is happening?
And then, like, I just delete you from the chat. I'm like, anyone else got anything to say?
It's a hostile takeover.
So anyway, as I was saying, Gavin is now doing them, but Gavin's not here. Would you like me to read Gavin's summary, or would you like his voice note?
No, I want to hear him. I want to hear him do it.
Okay, all right.
But turn it up as loud as it'll go, Bev.
Yeah. Okay, it's going to get real ambient in here, so just get ready. You can hear my breathing while I do this.
Right, it's like Zab's here.
The four most annoying men you've ever seen join forces to break numerous traffic laws and annoy the shit out of every patron at the local pub. But it's okay, they're clearly the main characters.
Annoy the shit out of everyone in the pub.
Pretty much. You see how they come in? Like, they're all,
Fucking the boys. I've
got a Raising Hell.
I've got a.
Do you have a
fucking-
YouTube
I've got a
comment?
great YouTube comment.
Yeah.
It's from Tiny Miffy from 3 years ago. It's a little bit lengthy, but it's worth it. I got absolutely blind drunk when I was 18 years old living in Tamworth. It was Country Music Festival week, and my housemate gave me a case of Bundaberg rum. I came to, and this song was playing. I was in the middle of Tamworth Entertainment Centre, and I had no idea where I was. I had been completely blackout before that point. Good song, good memory. Was cool seeing you, even though I still don't really know who you are. Crazy that Tamworth and some Bundaberg will do to a person.
Oh, man. That is
3 years. It came out in 1992. 3 years ago. He's like, oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Can you imagine being a person that goes to Tamworth and then drinks, like Tamworth Country Music Festival, and then goes, let's get on the Bundaberg rums?
Crazy.
Like, that's a certain type of person in society that I don't have anything to do with.
Well, he said he lived in Tamworth, so he might have just been getting blind drunk.
Speaking
anyway.
of that, can I read you this comment here? This is that type of person. Ray Shoesmith 1 year ago. I saw Lee's dad Ray run his jet-powered truck waltzing Matilda down the runway at Albury Airport when I was a kid. Fastest truck in the world at that stage. Ray was a country and western star at that time.
What the hell? That's Lee Kernaghan's dad.
That's Lee Kernaghan's dad. That's the fucking fastest truck I've ever seen.
That's that rocket truck.
It's like,
holy shit! What a weird.
It wasn't the fast truck. I just thought it was heaps fast.
Just imagine his truck has a jet engine on top of it.
Yeah. And it's fucking Lee Kernaghan's dad.
And
Down
then you
the
got to wonder
runway at
about their
Albury.
story. Like his dad's raising him to be like to follow in the truck jet engine racing legacy, and he's like, actually, Dad, I want to write country songs. He's like, I'm ashamed of you. You gotta. He's like, get in the trucks. He's like, no,
I
I
thought you'd grow up to have a faster truck than me.
One day I was going to give this truck to you. He's like, Dad, all I want to do is go to Tamworth.
I want to fucking shoot some roos and.
He's like, son of mine. He like revs his truck. Revs out of there.
Revs his...
Oh, son of mine, I tell ya. I'm ashamed of you, Lee.
I gave you a girl's name.
Yeah.
Girls.
Yeah, your name's Leonard, but from this day forward, you're Lee. Leonard Kernaghan.
Leonard. I've got one here. It's pretty simple. 13 days ago. I'm a fan of you, Lee Cannon.
Lee Cannon.
Yeah.
We're the boys from the cannon, and we get shot out of the cannon.
we drive fast trucks and we shoot out cannons.
Then we kill some dogs and we fuck some roos.
It's fucking game time.
This game, oh what a thrill. Guess it right, it's the ultimate skill.
The ultimate.
Yeah.
The ultimate.
Skills don't get more important than this.
We also don't talk too much about that it's a real thrill as well.
Oh, what a thrill.
Whew. That set list. Sheesh. Hornsby RSL, Sydney, Australia, November 30th, 2018. This was the only one that had songs in it.
Wow.
It's the Boys from the Bush 25th anniversary tour, penultimate show. Just say it was the second last show. You don't say penultimate.
Penultimate.
Penultimate sounds so...
They better have a fast truck at this fucking thing. You know, call it that. Yeah.
Boys from the Bush is in there, but we've also got songs such as The Outback Club and The Outback Club Reunion.
Okay.
Cool. How many songs?
20.
Jesus.
Two of those are an encore.
It's last.
Oh, so look, it's last. If this is second last, I'm never coming back to the podcast. Again.
I'll go last.
It's last. It's got to be last.
Nah, it's third.
Third.
What?
What's
I
he
know that
ending
kid
with?
very well. He was a weak-gutted dog as a kid, and he hasn't changed now. He's a weak-gutted
He's
dog.
ending with a
person
song
now.
called Lights on the Hill.
With the lights on the hills and the lights on the hills.
The lights are bright.
Someone kill a dog and I'm holding my best friend's hand and a ute.
You know, there's like a stereotype of country guys that they fucking love utes and drinking and shit. One of his songs is called "She's My Ute."
Yeah.
And you put stuff in her trunk.
Well, there's Roger Taylor's bloody.
I make you carry my shit around.
About Roger Taylor. Oh, we should do. I'll come back on to this. Roger Taylor by Queen. I'm in love with my car.
I'm in love with my car. Yeah.
We'll do that one.
Yeah. All right.
It's about a man who fucks a car.
Yeah.
We should do you know what song I reckon is kind of shitty and it's a huge hit is a Radio Gaga.
Oh yeah.
Shitty, bro.
It's shitty. It's
What are you talking about?
Listen to the synth that's going.
Yeah,
I don't know. I do feel like we could do any Queen.
They invented synth.
Oh, did they? Do you know their first like 4 albums actually say on the sleeves like no synths were used in this album?
Yeah, they were against it. Like people were
Sellouts.
against auto-tune in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
They're like, we will not use synths. Anyway, moving
So
on.
maybe you should.
Well, they did better.
Yeah. Little bit of legacy here. The Boys from the Bush was the 1993 Australasian Performing Rights Association Song of the Year, APRA Song of the Year. And Lee Kernaghan won the 1993 Male Vocalist of the Year for the song at the Country Music Awards. Kernaghan has won 4 ARIA Awards and 3 APRA Awards and has sold over 2 million albums. And as of 2021, has 38 golden guitars at the Country Music Awards in Australia, second only to Slim Dusty.
He's got to be God. Like Lee Kernaghan or Slim Dusty shows up and they're like, that's God.
Yeah.
That's God. Slim Dusty is God. Lee Kernaghan is the Holy Spirit.
Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus. Son of
He's
God.
God's dog.
God's dog, yeah. Like for this one song only, surely. Like, does he have other things like this?
Slim Dusty is God. Lee Kernaghan is God's mate.
Dale.
Dale Christ.
He was
Dale Christ.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt.
Dale Christ.
God's mate.
Just a guy with a mullet.
His last name is Christ.
Dale from the Christ, and he's back in town. Yeah.
Dale from Nazareth.
Dale from the Bible.
Just imagine him in the Jesus robes.
With a mullet and a ciggy.
Can of VB.
He was the 2008 Australian of the Year in recognition of his support for rural and regional Australia.
And also because of this one.
Cash flow rise like the sun from the earth. Bills way down, life's a rebirth. Nothing but net worth, nothing but net worth.
What do you think Lee Kernaghan is worth in 2025, Bevo?
Did I tell you? I think I met. No, I didn't. Sorry, meet. That's bold. I saw Lee Kernaghan at a Tenacious D concert once.
Why?
I don't know.
As a support act?
No, like he was in the audience. I wouldn't know him from fucking Adam, but someone said that's Lee Kernaghan in the waiting, like in the
cool.
lobby.
Did he look rich?
I don't know. I wasn't focused on Lee Kernaghan at the time. I'm going to say $6 million.
Okay. Southern?
Yeah, I reckon that's pretty fair. I reckon like Australian royalty still doesn't fucking equate in like money. Like you can be the most famous Australian, and I reckon you're worth. I reckon
Who's the most famous Australian?
Got to be Kylie Minogue or something like that. Like she's probably up there like 20-30 mil maybe, but like that's an exception. I
Hugh
reckon
Jackman?
Rupert
Yeah,
Murdoch.
he would be. He's real celebrity status. Like I reckon he's like
Angus
30,
Young.
40. But I reckon Lee Kernaghan is tops 8 million.
Yeah,
All
dog.
right. Give me 10, round 10.
Yeah, Doggy's closest. 12 million.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Not bad for writing fucking just songs about killing kangaroos and fucking choking on dust.
It's a pretty simple song too.
We didn't kill dogs and we drive our car to the
But
pub.
fuck, man, the song does get stuck in your head.
Ooh,
Yeah, it does.
The biggest earworm.
Yeah, fucker.
Heard the boys in the bush.
Yeah. Let's rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it. Now it's time to rate this shit.
What do we rate it out of? Like dead dogs,
Dust choking.
dust
Choked on.
You've there's so much dust and you've choked to death. One, it's only a little the dust that you just one
Dust
single
is settled.
cough.
One is you're awkwardly touching the mate next to his hand, and like you like it, but you don't want to show that you like it. But that is your happy place, but you don't want to show that that's your happy place. And
Wait, that's a one.
that's a one.
Yeah.
10 is you get your foot on a dingo's
throat and watching its life leave its eyes. Yeah. All right. 10, you'd rather die. 1, it's in your Spotify Wrapped. What do you give it? Doggy.
Cue up the soundbite.
Which one?
I am a weak-gutted
Don't know
dog
that kid very
person.
well.
Okay.
He
That's
was
a
a
5.
weak-gutted dog as a kid.
Right down
and
the
he hasn't
middle.
changed now.
I
He's a
don't
weak-gutted
give a
dog
shit
person
about
now.
it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it is catchy. Like the chorus is catchy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't care.
Fair enough. Southern?
Catchiness, yes. Very, very catchy. You know what else is catchy? Conjunctivitis. fucking
Heroin
lots of
addiction.
diseases, heaps of things that are bad. That doesn't mean they're good. I can't imagine any moment where like I'm going somewhere and someone puts this song on in the car and like expects me to be a part of the camaraderie of like, fuck yeah, we are the boys, like in any sense of the word, like we're the boys from the somewhere and we're back in the somewhere. Like I'm never going to be a part of an anthem that has this song going on and I'm part of the collective boys doing that thing. I fucking think it's one of the worst things to happen to the world. It's terrible. It's a 10.
Oh wow!
Fucking what's going on? Like, yeah, boys. I'm like, not me. I'm not. No. I'll go with you. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna sing the song. So I'll just. Can I just sit in the back?
Bevo?
Do you ever like you have like the world's best fucking hamburger and you're like, come on, mates, I've got to take you to this place where the best hamburger ever is, and you take them and they're like, yeah, it's all right. That's, that was me to myself today when I was like, the boys from the bush is a hell of a chorus. We're the boys from the bush and we're back in town.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a hell of a chorus. So I put it on, and it is so weak, start to finish. There's no rowdiness. It's so clean cut. And then they do the key change, and then there's like they add in a bit of like whooping and hollering and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I wanted this to be so much better that I tried to find like a live version to see if I could capture the.
Yeah, surely the live version's good.
So I can't give it a 10 because the chorus is a fucking banger, but the rest of the song is a huge disappointment. So I'm going to give it a 9. It annoys me. Like the tempo's wrong and the accent is like fucking slipping.
The energy's only there from when it gets played at a pub and fucking drunk dickheads scream it. Like that's the energy, but the song has zero energy.
Yeah. They need to re-record it, I think.
Yeah, I just appreciated that it was, it's the fucking early 90s when they made this, and he was probably just some dumb cunt from the bush. They didn't want to spend any money on him.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's due for a fucking redo.
Yeah, I reckon the live version would go hard.
Yeah, I think if it was live, I probably would scream it, but never anywhere else.
Yeah, fair enough. I'd give it a 4.
Yeah, loves it.
Yeah, didn't. It's just like,
why don't you marry it?
Good time. It's all right.
Why don't you marry?
Why don't you marry it?
Would you marry someone you loved 4 out of 10?
Marry that song somehow.
4 out.
It's gonna be legal somewhere.
Given that, like, essentially 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Yeah.
Would you marry that person?
I love you about 6 out of 10. 60%.
One more than
put that in the vows.
Average.
I'm a strong
one more than indifference.
I'm a 6.
There you go. All right, thank you, fellas. I can't remember who requested it, but thank you.
It was Ocean Astronauts or the fucking whoever that was.
Ocean Astronauts?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's Dirty Ray. I'm sure it was Dirty Ray.
Has to be.
Thank you, Dirty Ray.
Stop fucking
Dirty
Stop
Ray.
fucking jerking your gherkin to the Veronicas, you weird fuck.
And go fuck yourself.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. No, not that guy. You idiot. Need a favour. Do you reckon you could, subscribe, follow, and review 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die wherever you get your podcasts? That'd be really good. Just, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, just do it there. And if you don't, then we'll have to assume that you hate orphans, which would be terrible. But, obviously you don't. So just leave us a review. All right, do the right thing. Give back for once. You idiot.